Hello, Abraham. Hello, Emma.
Hello, ma'am.
Welcome to the class. Okay. So, hope the projects are coming well together.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm planning tomorrow. Okay.
Ma'am, not tomorrow, ma'am.
Not tomorrow.
Ma'am, we are getting Wednesday, ma'am.
Okay. Wednesday. Wednesday it is then. Wednesday we will work. Okay.
Ma'am.
One second. Let me just share the screen with you. One second. Emma, you are there too. Can you turn on your video? Just a minute. It's loading for me. It's not opening. Okay. No problem, right? I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so in the previous classes, we just started with natural resources. We did the resource of air. Okay. We talked about air pollution and we started with the resource of water. We did water, underground water, sources of water, water cycle. What are the uses of water? Okay. We will start from here. What are the uses of water? Now, some organisms live in water, like fishes and hydrilla live in water. Okay. Some organisms, various types of fish, various types of other animals, organisms, they all live in water. Some plants also, they live inside the water. Then blood transports food, materials, minerals, and gases from one organ to other in living beings. Okay. So in living beings, blood transfers food, minerals, and all from one organ to another, and water is mixed in our blood. Okay, this we know that water, our blood, one of the components that it's made up of is water. Okay, and that is there. Okay, then the flowing water in rivers takes many types of seeds, fruits, and other microorganisms from one place to another. Okay, when the water flows like that, or when the water travels, okay, a lot of microorganisms and all they flow with it, they settle down and become a plant later on. In this way, water helps in the expansion of plants on earth. Like seeds of a tree that is beside the lake or river. It fell in the river and the water flew and took it somewhere else, and then there it grew. Some other place it grew. So this helps in expansion of plants on the earth. Now, how to make water fit for drinking? Now, all the water that is present on earth is not suitable for drinking because it contains many impurities and microorganisms. Therefore, pure water should be used for drinking. There are many methods of water purification, okay, for us to make this water pure and fit for drinking. There are some practical methods which can be used in our homes. Some of them are boiling. If water is clean on seeing from eye, it should be boiled for 10 minutes before drinking or other use. Okay. If like you are seeing it and it looks clean to you, still boil and use it is a good method to kill any germs or microorganisms or bacteria from the water. Chlorinization. If you cannot boil water, then drop 2 tablets of chlorine in a bucket of 20-liter water. This water can now be used for drinking. Okay, chlorine is also an agent which purifies water. Okay, and chlorine, 1 tablet of chlorine in 10 liters of water. Okay, that is the quantity. Then using potash alum. Okay, potash alum is hung in muddy water by binding it with a thread. Okay, if you have seen, there is a white color thing, okay, white rocky kind of thing that is known as potash alum. Okay, which is binded with a thread. Okay, and then like move this thread in water like this. It will move in the water. Okay, and then um, the mud and everything impurities will settle down, and water will be clean. Then now save the water. You can like transfer the clean water into another container. The mud let it remain inside of the first one, and it can be used for drinking. Next is filter. Various machines are available to clean water in the market. They also make water suitable for drinking. Okay, filters or aqua purifiers and water purifiers are that we have in our home. Okay, which make the water clean and fit for our drinking. So these are the ways by which you can make water fit for drinking, make water clean. Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Then comes water pollution. Water gets polluted by mixing with poisonous chemicals, excreted waste, garbage, etc. These are mixed in clean water present in rivers, ponds, and other water bodies. Many fertilizers and insecticides used in farm also mix with water and pollute it. Okay, so what people do is that if they have a pond or a lake nearby, okay, if they have a water body nearby, okay, they will dump all their trash in it. Okay, they will dump all their trash in it. Okay, or they will have factories, factories having their pipes which open in the lake. Okay, so in this way, it gets polluted. So, the factories, the waste, and they have like they use a lot of chemicals in their in manufacturing various things. So the this water mixed with a lot of chemicals and substances are directly released into the nearby water bodies. Okay, which causes water pollution. Okay, this dumping of waste is one reason. Okay, then this factory waste is another reason. Then people bring their animals to give them a bath in the lakes. This is your one more reason. Okay. Then in the homes, like the homes also, the sewage or the excreta pipes are sometimes attached to the water bodies. This is also one more reason for water pollution. Okay, these are all the reasons why water is polluted. Okay, then one more reason, see how this one works. Okay, see how this one works. When the farms, okay, suppose a farm is there, okay, and fertilizers are put here in this farm, okay. Fertilizers are put here in this farm. Okay. Now when rain comes, okay, what happens is that um they make a small channel, okay, which is attached to this farm and goes to the river to take out, or the lake to take out the water, to remove the water. They make channels in the fields, okay. So now they have like all the fertilizers and insecticides and the chemicals in the field. When the rain comes, the rainwater settles here. The rainwater settles in the fields. So to remove that, they make channels which are connected to the lake, to the nearby lake. So what happens? Now this water that fell has mixed with insecticides and fertilizers, and that polluted water directly goes into the nearby water body. Okay, this is the fifth. This is how water pollution takes place when, like, through the insecticides and pesticides from the fertilizers in the farms. Okay, so these are how water pollution takes place. Okay, water pollution can be stopped in the following ways. Okay, there are the ways through which you can stop water pollution. First is, do not put poisonous chemicals produced by factories directly in water. Okay. Do not put poisonous chemicals directly in water. What should be done is that those poisonous water or those chemicals should be treated first. If they're mixed with water, they should be treated first and then they can be released. Once they are clean, then they can be released, or do not release at all. Make a separate tank, make a separate storage of storing that water. Then use fertilizers and insecticides cautiously in a farm. Okay, this is cautiously means that you can use only small amount. Do not use too much of insecticides and pesticides, or you can use organic ones that are made from natural material, so that natural one will not cause harm to the environment. Save water on personal level. Okay, means that personal level means in our home. In our home, we should save water. Like when we are going to the bathroom or when we are washing our hands. Okay, we should follow reduce, reuse, and recycle. How? Reduce is using the reducing your use of water. Okay, reduces reducing your use of water. Say if you are washing hands and when until you are putting soap, you keep the tap open. Okay, that is the bad thing to do. When you put your wet your hands, close the tap, then you put the soap, then again open the tap, then wash. Okay, brushing also same thing. So that is reduce. What is reuse? Reusing the water. For example, use wastewater from the kitchen for irrigation. Okay, means that if you have like in the kitchen you washed vegetables and all with some water, after washing you can take that water and water the plants. Okay, this is what like my grandma really encourages and tells us to do all the time. Okay, that okay, you wash the vegetables, now take that water and go put it in the plants. So this is reuse. Okay, reuse of water. Then recycle. Recycle is like we cannot really take the water and recycle it. Okay, but the two that are the most important for us to do is reduce and reuse. Water is very important for our life. Do not pollute it, do not waste it. Use it as per requirement. To make people aware about the judicious use of water, Water Conservation Day is celebrated on 22nd March every year. We conserve water, and for that, a particular day is there, Water Conservation Day on 22nd March every year. We celebrate it. Okay. This is a design of conservation. Okay. Rainwater conservation. If you can see, most of the water droplets coming from rain gets wasted. Therefore, it is necessary to collect water for future use so that we can use it in the future. Due to concrete houses and roads, rainwater gets wasted. We get a very little portion of rainwater for future use. Now, this can be collected in two ways. Okay. Rainwater is sent to storage tanks by pipes on the roofs of the houses. The stored water is sent to underground holes by pipe system. Okay. So this is a roof, okay, which has a pipe around it, which has this pipe around it. So what happens is that the water will come towards the pipe, flow it, it will flow down, okay, and then in the tank. Okay, this is underground tank. To store your rainwater. Okay. Then another method is there. Rainwater is collected from runnels in the same way. The stored water can be used as underground water. Okay, what are runnels? Runnels are small channels that are formed by water. Okay, small channels that are formed in the ground when rain takes place or when there is water. Okay, so we make runnels attached to those granules. Okay, see, they are like in the form of a small river. Okay, they're in the form of a small river. Okay, runnels. Now we make channels attached to these runnels. Okay, that will take us to this is our underground tank. Okay, this is our underground tank. So this is how water is collected from the runnels. Okay, and it can also be used as underground water. Okay, like there is a runnel with which the pipes and everything is connected, which brings underground water in a tank at our home. Okay, which is at like on the ground. So that happens. Then there are five sources of fresh water that you have to mention. Okay. Now the five sources of fresh water, if you can just tell me.
Ma'am, I don't know any five.
Okay, no problem. Emma, one is groundwater. Okay, groundwater, rainwater, lakes, streams, and rivers. Okay, you can also mention ponds. Okay, some glaciers and ice caps also. Okay, some glaciers and ice caps also. Okay, some, only some, the seven month or and the like groundwater, rainwater, lakes, streams, rivers, and ponds are all sources of fresh water. Okay, you just have to filter them, filter the water. Okay, you just have to make it fit for drinking. If you've seen in the geographical videos, the exploring videos, they take water from the river, they boil it, they start a fire, then they boil it, and then they drink it. Okay, so boiling or like using any other method, sometimes they using use of that white substance. Okay,
Ma'am,
that known as potash alum. Yes, Abraham.
you know there's something called a live straw.
A live straw.
Hmm.
What does that do?
So, ma'am, it's basically a straw that has a lot of filters that allows you to directly drink from a lake.
Okay. Okay, I have seen that bottle in which you put the water and it becomes like it purifies any water that you can put in it. The bottle has filters, very good filters inside that purifies that water completely. That thing I have seen. Okay. So filtering the water before drinking from these sources is important. Okay. Now, true or false? Say yes or no. Water is necessary for us?
Yes.
Yes. Water is a never-ending resource?
No.
No. Drinking water should not be boiled?
If a filter, then
Most of the times it does not need to be, but if you don't, then you do need to filter it and
Yeah.
boil it.
Yes. Polluted water spreads diseases.
True. I think yes.
Yes, it does. Okay. Life of living beings is not possible without water.
True. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Explain the water cycle with diagram will be homework. Okay. When and why is Water Conservation Day celebrated in the world?
To raise awareness about water.
To raise awareness about water. Yes. When is it celebrated?
26th July.
No, Abraham, 17 March. Okay, 1 second. Oh, sorry, 22nd March. 22nd March it is celebrated. To raise awareness about saving water. Okay, to raise awareness about conservation of water. Okay, and that's all. Tomorrow we will start with the topic soil. Okay, tomorrow we will start with a new topic, soil, and 5 minutes break for you. In 5 minutes, we'll start with maths class. Okay. Hello, Joshua. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Until then, you all can go and get your geometry boxes. Okay, because we will do construction. So in the break, just go and get your geometry boxes and be ready with it. Okay, let's begin. Videos on, please. Joshua, Abraham, Emma, turn on your videos.
Just give me a minute, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so Joshua, did you try out making angles of 60 degree and 120 degree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Abraham, turn on your video too. Okay, so today we will first begin with the construction of 90-degree angle. Okay. So hope you all have your geometry boxes today. Yes. Emma, do you have as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Put the heading constructing 90-degree angle.
My camera, my mic sometimes stops working in the middle. So sometimes I might not be able to answer or like say that I'm done, but I'll be done.
Okay. You can drop a message in the chat box, Emma. Okay. So we will start with 90-degree angle. Okay. Now, first step. First step is make 60-degree angle. Construct 60-degree angle. Joshua, tell me, how do we construct 60-degree angle? First, I will draw a line. Okay. After that, Joshua, tell me, how do I construct 60-degree angle?
By using the compass and the protractor, that curving thing you measure at 60 degree, then you make the angle.
How do I make the angle? Using compass.
I don't really know. I think you forgot, ma'am.
You forgot. Okay. So first draw a line, all of you. A, B, you can name it anything. Okay, I'm naming it AB. Okay. Now, after this, what we will do? Take your compass. Okay. Show me your compass, everybody, in your hands. Show me your compass. Okay, I can see Joshua's compass. Now, put the tip of the compass on A point. Okay, draw a line first, AB, any radius. Okay, any radius. Then drawing the line, name it AB. Next, what we will do? We will put the compass, okay, on A. We will put the sharp point of compass on A point, okay. Open it this much, okay. Open it a little bit and put the pencil on the left side, okay. Put the sharp point of the compass on A and put your pencil towards the left side and draw a semicircle like this, okay. Draw a semicircle arc like this. One more thing, Joshua. Hold your compass not like this, okay? Don't hold the two arms of the compass. Hold it from top with one hand, Joshua. Okay, yes, like that. Like that. That will not make your compass shift. If I'm holding it like this, so it will shift. The radii will shift. Okay, Abraham, you also hold it from the top with one hand only. Yes, hold it from the top with one hand and then draw. So it will not move. Okay. Done. Now mark this point that you have cut on the line O point. Mark this O point. Okay. Now don't change the radius of your compass and put your compass pointed end on the O. Put the compass pointed side on O. Okay. And with the same radii, like don't change the compass position. Same opening of the compass. You will draw an arc here. Okay. We'll draw an arc here on this semicircle like this. Okay. Let's name it C. Let's name it point C. This is C. Okay. Now do what? Now put your compass on C. Okay. Put your compass on C, the pointed end on C, and cut one more arc on this side. What side? This side of the semicircle. Okay. Name it point
Ma'am.
B. Yes, Abraham.
Do we basically just draw 60 degrees angle and a 120-degree angle?
Yes, Abraham. We just draw 60-degree angle and 120-degree angle again.
Ma'am, I have a bit simpler method.
Okay. What is that?
Can I show?
Okay, sure.
Can you see my book?
Yeah, I can see your book.
Ma'am, I draw line number 1.
Hmm.
So, ma'am, my points A and B now, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I will draw like this. Okay, ma'am, can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ma'am, see these 2 points that are there, ma'am. I just draw a line through it. See,
Hmm.
through it, ma'am, and I get 90 degrees.
Okay. Yes, Abraham, your method is easy, but we will see what method is there in the book and then that we will follow, okay? Because your marking will be done according to this. And the one that I am showing you is the traditional method, which is used and which is more used everywhere. Okay. This is known as bisecting, and this is a traditional method of doing it. So let me just quickly check what is there in your book. Okay. And then that only we will follow. Okay. This only is mentioned. Drawing 60 and 120.
Ma'am, then can I say what do we do?
Yes, Abraham.
Now from point C, mark an arc. And then from the 120-degree angle, mark an arc.
Correct. Abraham. Okay. Now, after marking C and D, that is 60 and 120 degree, you can change your compass radius to make it a bit more wider. Okay. But only after marking C and D. Till marking O, C and D, same compass distance. Okay. After C and D, you can change the compass distance. Okay. So make it a little more wider and mark using C, put your compass pointed end on C and cut an arc here. Okay. Then put your pointed end on D, pencil above and cut it here. Okay. So this will give you, 1 second. A point here. Name it E point. Okay. Now we join this E and A. So sorry, the lights went out and so did my Wi-Fi. You all didn't make it, or did you make it? Joshua and Emma?
Ma'am, I made it.
You made it. Very good. And Emma, you? Emma, did you make it?
I made.
Very good. I'll just write down the steps of construction in short. Okay. Because in exam, you may be asked to construct an angle and write its steps. Write the steps of construction, both. Okay. Sometimes it comes that construct an angle of 90 degree and write its steps of construction. Okay. So what is the language that you use in writing the steps of construction? How do you write the steps of construction? That also I will teach you. Okay. So write down the steps of construction with me. First point, draw a line segment AB. Draw a line segment AB. Abraham, write down. Second, with A as center, draw an arc cutting AB. AB at O means that we gave that name, right? We gave that name O, that point where it cut AB. So cutting AB at O. Okay. Now, with O as center. With O as center. And same radii means same distance you will open the compass. Cut an arc, cutting the previous one, cutting, you can see cutting the first arc at C. You will name this point C. Okay, at the next step, with C as center, and same radii. Cut another arc cutting the first arc at D. Okay, now fifth step. With C as center, with C as center, cut an arc on top. On top. Okay. Sixth point. With D as center and same radii. Another arc. Cutting the arc in 0.5. Cut another arc. Cutting the arc in step 5. Okay. Write down step 6 only. Name it arc. Name it point E. Name it. Name it E. Seventh point. Last point. Join A and E. This is 90-degree angle. This is 90-degree angle. Write down the steps, finish writing it.
Ma'am,
Yes, Joshua.
no, you don't have space in the board, but then below 0.6, at another there's some words.
Okay.
Do you know what they
Yeah.
are? Because I can see them.
Yes, they are there. Okay. Another arc, cutting the arc in step 5. I am writing point 6 in the chat box for you all. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I'm writing the 6th point in the chat box for you.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Now, shall I show you one video also of 90-degree quickly?
If that's fine with you, ma'am, for me on this side.
Okay. So let's check out 90-degree video.
Ma'am,
Yes, Joshua.
I have a question. Why was he marking it with sketch? I thought we were only supposed to mark it with a pencil.
You were only supposed to make it with pencil, okay? He was teaching us, okay? So that is why he was doing it with a sketch pen. It was just a video. You have to do it with only pencil. Okay? Now,
Sketch pen is because sketch pen is more visible in the camera.
yes. Yes, Abraham, correct. Sketch pen is more visible compared to pencil. That is also one of the reasons. Okay. Now, moreover, I'll show you one more angle. Okay. I'll show you one more angle. We will do 30-degree. Okay. We will do 30-degree. So draw with me. Draw line segment AB. Draw line segment AB. Construct 60-degree, all of you.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
you said we were going to make a 30-degree angle.
We will make 30 using 60. Okay. This is known as bisecting. Bisecting. And we will make 30 using 60. Okay. We will bisect. How we will bisect? First, we will make an arc. We will make 60. Okay. So for 60, cut an arc like this. Semicircle from here. Okay. Then from this, mark this point O. Okay. Mark this point O.
Ma'am,
O. Done. Yes, Reshma?
does when you start making the point on the left side next to A, does it have to be like totally straight on the same line as A?
No, Joshua, not necessary. Okay. If I make it like this also, Joshua, like this also, fine. Okay. That is fine. Now this point is my O point. Mark it O. Okay. Now from O, same radius. From O, same radius. Mark your arc of 60. Mark your arc of 60-degree. Okay, name it point C. You name it point C. Okay, 60 done, 60-degree done. Now what will we do? We will make bisecting angle. Okay, that is 30-degree. What is bisecting angle? What is bisectors? What is all this? Okay, all this out of the world things that I'm saying. Okay, see, what it means is that you are making an angle which comes in between 0 and 60. Okay, it comes in between 0 and 60. So what we will do, we will make we have made 60. Okay, and we will 30-degree comes between 0 and 60, right? So finding the angles that are exactly in between something now, that is known as bisecting. Okay, that is known as bisecting. Suppose I have to find out for 45-degree. Okay, 45-degree. So to make 45-degree, the 45 half of 90. Okay, 45 is half of 90. So to make 45, I need to bisect between 90 and 0. Okay, I'll make it in between 90 and 0. I'll do half of 90. Basically, bisecting, I'll do half of 90. To make 60 degree, I'll do half of 60. That is 30. How to do half of it? That is what I'm going to show you. Okay. So, made 60. Until 60, everybody is ready. Make
Almost
60.
done.
Almost done. Abraham,
It's almost done.
almost done. I'm waiting for you all. Okay, complete it till 60, and then I'll show you to do half. Okay.
And what angle is this?
30 degree we are making.
Okay,
But they had a constructing. .30 degree angle. Done till 60. Okay. Emma, what is your update? Done till 60, Emma? Now, the next thing I want you to do is put your compass on O. Put your compass on O. Okay. And cut an arc here. Where? Here. Okay. Put your compass point on O and cut an arc here on the right side towards B, like on the top of B, towards the right side. Okay. Then put your compass on C and cut this previous arc like this. Okay. Put your compass on O first, cut C, cut the previous one. Okay. Name it point D. Join it with E. Next step. Join AD. A.
Ma'am,
Yes, Joshua.
I have a question. You said name it B and you were D, ma'am.
No, I said D, Joshua.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. I said D.
We use a scale to draw that, ma'am.
Yes. Use a scale to draw this line. Okay. So this angle that you just drew here, this angle is 30 degree. Okay. Bisecting basically means drawing half of an angle. Okay. Or making an angle and then making its half. Okay. That is drawing half of an angle. Constructing half of an angle. Drawing an angle and putting it in half is known as bisect. Okay, same way you can do with 90 degree. You make 90. Okay, from O only. Okay, from O point only, you draw one arc, and from 90, the top point, from that point where E point we drew, right, in the previous one. From that E point, you take and you cut the previous arc, and you will have the bisector. Okay, you will have 90 degree, 45 degree using 90. Okay, you will have 45 degrees using 90. So that is bisecting. Okay. Understood? Yes, Yash.
I understood, ma'am, but then it says bisecting drawing. What is that word, ma'am?
Half, HALF, half.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I will teach you tomorrow more of the bisecting things tomorrow. Okay. We can try out 45 degree, 75 degree. Okay. Then we can try out what is there in your book. Okay. In your book, you just have 60, 120, 90, 30. But in the questions, you have 110, 150, okay, 40, 70. So I will try to teach all of that to you. Okay. I will try to teach all of that to you. So we can do angles, do not worry about it. Okay. Tomorrow, okay, homework is writing down steps of construction of 30 degree and send me. Okay. Homework. Write down steps of construction of 30 degree and send me. .30 degree and send me. Homework, okay? Have you all done making 30 degree angle or no?
Yes, ma'am, I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Okay, very good. So that's all for today, and now we will meet tomorrow. Okay, we will meet tomorrow, and send me the homework. Write down the steps of 30. Click a picture. Put it in the group. I will check it. Okay, tomorrow we will do other angles. Okay, then see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.